Hello and welcome to the Real Life Alexa channel. I'm Alexa. It's real life. Today I am going to call myself out. Our society has a very toxic culture to do with weight and diet, and it goes through changes over the years, and all of us are affected by it, whether we want to be or not. And I am working very hard to change my thinking on food from being good or bad, or, I shouldn't eat that, or whatever the thoughts are, feeling guilty when I do have something. And I've been a little annoyed at myself because in my last video, towards the end, I mentioned I was going to enjoy some ice cream. And that's completely fine. It was delicious. I did have some. What is annoying me and showing me how far I still have left to go is that I instantly tried to justify it by saying, I don't have it all the time. Yes, that's also true. But who cares if I did have ice cream every day? It's not, first of all, you wouldn't know how much I'm eating, right? Second of all, even if I was eating a pint a day, it's no one's business but my own. And third, judging myself on my food or trying to justify that I'm allowed to still have food really shows me how much further I have to go in accepting and changing my own thoughts around what I do and how I do it. I am very much trying to get healthier than I am. It is a goal I don't think it will ever end. It's trying to be healthy. I like feeling good. I like feeling like I can go outside and do stuff and not get tired or in pain. Give myself a migraine. I like feeling good, right? That's something I think most of us probably feel. Like, it's good feeling good. So I wanted to be very open about that I did catch it myself. And I know there are things I say and do, probably more to myself than to others, but even in passing, if people hear something I say, I hope that it doesn't negatively impact them. The words and actions we say and do, they do ripple out around us to the people that most often the people we love, because we're around them the most. And I know that I took on things from my mother. I've spoken about her. She would have these super flippin' dry cracker things and low-fat something for lunch. And they were disgusting. Maybe she enjoyed them. I don't know, but I thought they were the most disgusting cardboard tasting things ever. But definitely the way she spoke to my sisters and I, and to other people. But I believe that some of that was taught to her by just society and the people around them, and the people who, a lot of people will say things out of love without realizing how damaging it is, or genuinely meaning the best intentions. And we can only change what is not working if we face it. And I am very much trying to challenge myself in the way I speak, especially to myself, because like many people, I think I say the nastiest things to myself that I would never in a million years even think to say to someone else. But it always seems to be justified, but you don't understand, I'm this bad, or I did this terrible thing. And it's never terrible. It's like, eating ice cream. It's not, you're allowed to have ice cream. You're allowed to have whatever you want. And the whole calories in, calories out, they're finding that that's not true. Eat less, exercise more, not true. I do struggle between the body positivity movement, which I can understand and appreciate and support in many ways, and knowing that by being overweight, I am actually stressing my body out more and I'm not as healthy as I could be. And I know this because I can't necessarily do certain things I've used to do, or, feel worse, pain in joints, whatever, right? So how do you find a balance between accepting yourself fully as you are, doing the best you can that day, but still knowing that you could be healthier, and that feeling good, like actually physically feeling good, not being in pain, not getting headaches, whatever it is that you suffer that potentially, you could work towards healing. I struggle with balancing the two. And I struggle with balancing the two for myself. I don't look at other people and think the thoughts that I think about myself. And that I think that's where I kind of get to that line with the body positive, because there are people who say, I've seen and heard people say, you can't even talk about things that could be wrong with their health out of kindness. But if you don't get told, and if I don't get told things about my health and learn ways that I could potentially fix them, then I'm not going to be able to fix them. So I think it's a very, very fine line between making sure people have the knowledge available to them, to us. And to go back to my sucralose video, to call back to that, there's also a fine line between pushing information that is not tried, tested, researched over decades, because if you push stuff out too quickly, any type of fad diet that's been published, look at any women's magazine, even girls' magazines, they're absolutely littered with the subconscious cue that you're not good enough. You need to get your skin softer. You need to make your hair softer. You need to shave. You need to lose weight. You need to make sure you're wearing certain clothes. You need to, make sure you get the makeup, but don't put too much makeup on. So on and so forth. They're horrible. I stopped reading any type of quote unquote women's magazine probably 10 plus years ago. And I used to enjoy certain magazines every once in a while. And then I said, this isn't going to be good for my health. I try not to even read the headlines of them when I'm at the grocery store, although that's very difficult if there's a line and you're like trying not to stare at people, and, and then all it is like, lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks, get thin by Christmas, avoid the holiday weight. Like, who cares? Like, this stuff needs to go away. We need to consciously, as individuals, be kinder to ourselves and start challenging these things that we say to ourselves that are toxic. But then also we need to start pushing back on these horrendous magazine. It's everywhere. This it's in TV ads, movies, everything. We need to push back on it, and we need to help ourselves by not buying these things, not supporting them, and hopefully then they will change. So I really don't have anything else for tonight, I wanted to take this moment to show that I am trying to learn, and I am trying to be very honest with myself when I catch myself doing certain things. And I want to give myself credit for catching it and the work that I have been doing and how far I have come, because I have come a very, very long way. And I want to basically apologize if anyone watched my last video, and by my justifying it, if I added to the ongoing internalization that can occur. And I am sorry. I don't want to make anyone feel the way I have felt over the years. And I want to be a part of the solution and help us all get to a healthier state of mind, state of being, state of society. And if in some small way I can do that, then hopefully I'm able to, and up for the task and ready and participate. So if you made it this far, thank you. As always, if you drop a like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. When have you caught yourself doing something you don't like, and how have you helped yourself change that sort of ingrained, learned behavior, subconscious? How have you helped yourself grow from that? I'd be interested to hear. All right, well, I hope your Saturday has been great, and be kind to yourself.